What's going on? Tywin here, bringing you a video on the very final battle of Infinity Blade 1. Another throwback video for you guys, and then I promise I'll be back to playing Infinity Blade 2. I just needed a little break from playing Infinity Blade 2, which is why I went back to Infinity Blade 1, because I hadn't played in a while. As you saw in a previous video, I took out the 3 Deathless Kings, and now this door opened up and I get to go take on Zero Mech. And right now, you're walking through the hallway, you see a bunch of clones of the God King, and a voice starts talking about how you have excuse me. The voice will start talking to you about how you enter the chamber of your God and give back the vile blade, not the vile blade, give back the Infinity Blade and accept death as a reward, blah blah blah. But we don't accept death as our reward because we're on a mission to kill all the Deathless, of course, so we're going to take on Zero Mech here. We just got to get a shield equipped that has fire defense. So we'll put the newly gotten Dragoor Bone, equip that. And then we can go ahead and take on Zero Mech. Excuse me. One thing I do want to mention here, a little difference between Infinity Blade 1 and 2. First of all, the light class in Infinity Blade 2 is a lot slower than it is in Infinity Blade 1. Also, the parry system has been tweaked in Infinity Blade 2 and tweaked for the easier, I would say. In Infinity Blade 2, you can parry by swiping sideways, up, down, left, right, a whole 300, a whole array of angles. But in Infinity Blade 1, there are only 4 directions you can parry: up, down, left, and right. So you need to be aware of what direction the attacks are coming from. And sometimes it's hard to tell the ones that come diagonal, whether they're coming more from the top or more from the side. And if you swipe from the side, if you swipe to the right when it's coming more from the top, even though it's a diagonal hit, you will miss that parry. So in some aspects, the parry system in Infinity Blade 1 is a little harder, and I know a lot of longtime players miss the old parry system and kind of wish that it would be back for Infinity Blade 3. So we'll see how they tweak the parry system in the next installment of Infinity Blade, whenever that may come. But for now, we have the parry system we have, and it works well. It's just a little too easy. But if you want a real challenge with the parry, go ahead and try and master the parry on Infinity Blade 1. You'll see the difference. So now we're talking to our ancestor. He chose to serve the God King, to taste immortality, and now he's going to try to kill us to return the blade to his master, who is of course the God King, aka Radriar. So now we get to fight ourselves in a way. We get to fight our own flesh and blood. Bill. We'll call him Bill. Those of you who have been around the forums and playing Infinity Blade for a while, you'll know who Bill is. But this guy's name is actually Archarin or Archarin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, he's a traitor and he needs to die. So we're going to kill him with our Dragoor Bone, Dragoor Blade here. Which is a pretty powerful sword. It's one of my favorite in the Infinity Blade game. The only other sword that I like more than the Dragoor Blade is the Grayson. The Grayson is probably my favorite, and in my opinion, the best sword in the game. We almost got this guy defeated. Just one more break window should probably do it. No. One more big break window, not a little break window. There we go. That should do it. finish him off here. And then we will stab him through the stomach. Killing our own kin. He threatens that the God King will find us, blah blah blah. But of course, we're not worried about that because we own the God King. Beat him in this game, beat him in the next, and we'll beat him in every game to come. Hope you enjoyed the throwback. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to Infinity Blade Master. Subscribe to my channel, Time with the Vial. And of course, as always, hit that like button. Peace.